Hi, I'm James Rodriguez, and today I'm here to discuss why I feel the FDA should do more to regulate e-cigarettes. As many of you know, I have three children. My oldest son, Dylan, he's 21 now, but he started smoking an e-cigarette at age 18. Up until that time, he'd never been a smoker, never expressed any interest to be a smoker. I asked him what made him want to do that and what brought it to him. He said it was the flavors and the smells that drove him to want to do it. He said he enjoyed it. It didn't taste like a normal cigarette. Of course, now at 21, he's also telling me that he's got an addiction. He's gone from just plain flavors and scent to an actual nicotine e-cigarette. Now, as a parent, I find that quite alarming because, quite frankly, I don't know what he's putting in his body. First, let's describe an e-cigarette and understand what we're dealing with. An e-cigarette is a device that has a heating element and produces an aerosol from a liquid that you can use to inhale. Put the juice in there, got an igniter, causes your smoke, your vapor. According to US.gov, the Federal Drug Administration, excuse me, has recently increased its grasp and its rules and regulations to include e-cigarettes. Up until recently, they weren't allowed to review any ingredients, how they were made, where they were made, or any potential dangers that may be. They were basically exempt from government checks and balances. Well, because I don't know much about them, I decided to contact a local vape company and ask them, listen to their spiel and see what they had to tell me. I can tell you a young man named Zach Jones. I can't tell you where he worked because I told him I wouldn't. He said that their ingredients are 4 items. It's nicotine, which can range from 1.5 to 45 milligrams per vial. You have your flavoring, which is exactly that. It's a flavoring. You can get it ranging anything you want. It also contains propylene glycol, which is your liquid that creates the smoke when you ignite it, and benzoic acid. That's a food preservative, keeps things from molding, and yeast and bacteria keep things fresher longer. On these items alone, they're all pretty harmless. You put them together, they still say they meet FDA regulations. But I've read several articles, even on FDA.gov, that when you ignite them and the molecules heat up, they don't know. They say it could be harmful. Well, then you go, what makes you want to use one? The main purpose of the original intent for an e-cigarette was to overcome addiction of traditional tobacco and nicotine-based products. It was to wean you off a cigarette and use this as a tool to stop smoking. Well, then they marketed to kids. You heard that right. According to the World Health Organization, they have stated over 15,000 e-cigarette flavors are available, including such as bubble gum, candy, floss. And these were, by their definition, and stated by the World Health Organization in the Art Times, they're used to attract young people. You heard that right. Attract young people. I also found in some research that over 5 million middle school and high school students are current users of e-cigarettes. Current users, middle school, high school. Last time I checked, middle schoolers weren't 18. Regulations by law up until recently said you had to be 18 to buy these products. Well, recently that's changed. A bill passed on President Trump's desk in December 2019. President Trump signed a law into legislation that raised the minimum age of tobacco products from 18 to 21. This bill was co-sponsored by Senator Tim Kaine. Now, this is just one step towards doing this, but there should be more held accountable. There's more we can do to protect our future, our children. We need to know more about what's in these products before just unleashing them in the world.